Brought to you by Penguin.
Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, read by Colin Salmon, with an introduction read by Peter Noble.
If you're coming to this Penguin Classic for the first time, then we'd recommend that you skip the introduction for now and return to it later, as it contains details of the plot. Please skip forward to Chapter 1 now, if you'd rather not listen to the introduction yet.
Introduction. There is something at work in my soul which I do not understand. Captain Walton, in Frankenstein. As a cautionary tale, warning of the dangers that can be cast into society by a presuming experimental science, Frankenstein is without equal. Mary Shelley's cleverly inspired theme of an uncontrollable creature wreaking vengeful destruction upon the heads of his monomaniacal scientific creator and his world is sustained in a way that makes the book a powerfully unique presence in English literature. Much of the book's power came from being conceived, worked out, and partially written while the author was living in the awesome surroundings of the French Alps, in the exhilarating and challenging company of romantic poets Lord Byron and Percy Bysshe Shelley. Its arrival was helped along by Mary's desire to make her mark as a writer. She succeeded, but at the cost of making her hero villain and his unnamed creation. The two have been mythically woven into one by the modern popular mind, more famous than herself. She set out in her story to speak to the mysterious fears of our nature and awaken thrilling horror. Notwithstanding her youth and inexperience, the novel that resulted, based on her dream of the pale student of unhallowed arts kneeling beside the thing he had put together, has become the most enduring ghost story of all time, if not, in Northrop Frye's words, a precursor of the existential thriller. When the book first appeared, in 1818, reviews were unfavourable, but Sir Walter Scott wrote that the author seems to us to disclose uncommon powers of poetic imagination. It is no slight merit in our eyes that the tale, though wild in incident, is written in plain and forcible English, without exhibiting that mixture of hyperbolic Germanisms with which tales of wonder are usually told. Upon the whole, the work impresses us with a high idea of the author's original genius and happy power of expression. The Tory Quarterly Review, on the other hand, declared that the novel inculcates no lesson of conduct, manners, or morality. It fatigues the feelings without interesting the understanding. It gratuitously harasses the heart and only adds to the store, already too great, of painful sensation. The reader is left, after a struggle between laughter and loathing, in doubt whether the head or the heart of the author be the most diseased. Such venomous comment came not because the book failed to inculcate a lesson of conduct, manners, or morality. Its moral lesson that pride must have its fall should be obvious to the most indifferent reader, but because Frankenstein's anonymous publication was respectfully inscribed to William Godwin, Mary Shelley's father and infamous philosophical radical of the anarchist left. In fact, most reviewers assumed the work's author to be Percy Shelley, Mary's husband, since to the world he was Godwin's best-known literary disciple. But Frankenstein is far from being a straightforward celebration of Godwinian rational principles. Implicit in the novel's moral, if not overtly political, message are the questions: what kind of action can be defended as reasonable? What are we to make of the discrepancy between the mad scientist?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?